Hi everyone. Today's walk is a little over 12k following the route of the River Deva between Micheldever and Sutton, Scotland. We start our journey at the church in Micheldever. The bell tower that we see today was actually built in 1544, maybe using some stones from Hyde Abbey. So moving from Micheldever into Northbrook, we pass by a primitive Methodist chapel. This was built in about 1867 and it's now just converted to a house. Further on, we get some lovely views across the hills before we finally reach the railway tunnel built in the Victorian era to support the London-Southampton line, which marks the boundary to Weston Collie. Weston Collie actually means a charcoal clearing to the west of Micheldever. Quite a simple one, that.
So I do that half an hour and I do 15 minutes on the way. This would be an entrance. Yeah, I reckon that's it. Yeah.
Entering Stoke Charity, we come upon the beautiful church of St Mary and St Michael. This dates from the 12th or 13th century. The Norman nave and chancel was actually added to the existing small Saxon church, and this church contains 12th century font, stained glass windows, tombs and all sorts of monuments from the 15th century, including a rare sculpture of the Mass of St Gregory. William Cobbett actually described passing through Stoke Charity in his Rural Ride series, and he damns it as a half-starved place at the time, with only two well-fed families, those of the farmer, who lived in a house to the east of the church, and the curate, who lived in the rectory. Standing by itself in a field now, St Mary's used to be aligned to the manor house. This was demolished in about 1730 after being vacated by the last Stoke Charity lord of the manor, James Phelps. Moving on, we muscle our way through a field of curious calves and crisscross over the River Deva and its tributaries. We haven't had that much rain in the last month, but the stream really sounds good at this point. The next church along our route is St James's at Hunton. The rain's coming down now, so let's stick to the leaf-sheltered lane rather than stride across to the field to take a peek at the church. A little further on, we step off the lane and onto the leafy footpath which follows the meandering river. Here the fish can be seen darting back and forth in the shadowy shallows. This brings us to Sutton Scotney, where we cross a nice little playing field to start the return leg of our journey.
That's a nice little park, isn't it?
We pass Beggar's Drove, which is an old route for driving sheep and cattle to markets in places like Winchester, and then wander through the village of Wonston. From here, it's a short walk along the windy Wonston Road back to Stoke Charity. And a bit more open field and open road walking leads us back under the railway line for the second time and back to our starting point. Well, that's it for this walk. I hope you enjoyed the route. Bye for now. Thanks for walking with us.